And then somebody laid an egg while sleeping on the the roosting bar last night. This is a good example of why we need to make sure that our chickens are getting properly fed all the nutrients that they need. So you just want enough on there to act as a dewormer. You're not trying to change the flavor of the food. We're not trying to make it look like a powdered donut. We're just covering just enough. Something that I found really surprising was that the black soldier fly larva contains 75% more calcium than mealworms. We have coyotes, bobcats, raccoons, all these different things that are over here. We keep them in the run for now. Hi chickens! Hey friends, it's Crystal. I'm out here today. We need to feed our chickens. They are out of food in there. And we like to give them snacks before we check the eggs. It helps keep them distracted while they're out here. We also give them snacks when we clean out the coop, which we will be doing soon and sharing that experience on here also. But we have 2 buff Orpingtons, 2 lavender Orpingtons, and 1 black Australorp. They are 2 years old. And then these 2, I believe they're buff Brahmas. We originally had ordered dark Brahmas, but they are not that. We love the Brahmas, and I hope to get a couple more next year because they're really awesome. They, for the most part, stay in their run or the coop because we live on a nature preserve that's absolutely loaded with predator birds. We have coyotes, bobcats, raccoons, all these different things that are over here. We keep them in the run for now. Because they're mainly in their run, they don't yet have access to other areas of our property to get all the bugs and things that they could get. So we supplement their diet with all kinds of snacks. One of them being the black soldier fly larva from Grub Terra. It adds calcium and protein to their diet and they really enjoy it. Here is where we keep the chickens' feed. And this bucket here is where we keep their snacks. Okay. There's oyster shells in there, non-GMO scratch grains that we give them. Some fun facts about Grub Terra is that they're grown in Canada and the United States. Something that I found really surprising was that the black soldier fly larva contains 75% more calcium than mealworms. And they're raised on produce and bakery waste from local supermarkets. I know our chickens are really excited for me to feed it to them, so let's just get into it and I'll show you how we do this. So I'm gonna give them a nice scoopful of this Grub Terra here. A scoopful of some scratch grains. Throw some oyster shells in there just because we have them. We also have black oil sunflower seeds that I need to buy more of. But that's what that all looks like. Okay, let's throw some lettuce and other things out here earlier. I had originally heard about Grub Terra a few years ago on Instagram before we had chickens, and I didn't really know much about it or care. And we got our first part of our flock a couple of years ago. That is when I understood and realized the importance of making sure that your chickens have a nice, healthy, balanced diet. It certainly helps with egg production and just makes overall happier, healthier looking chickens. We had seen YouTubers talking about Grub Terra, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that product. We should get that for our chickens, because at the time we were just buying the mealworms. So I ordered a bag off of Amazon and we got it, and the chickens loved it. They were so excited for it every time we were coming out to give them their snacks every day. So then we were coincidentally contacted by Grub Terra a couple of years ago. They offered us a free 1-pound bag just to review their product on our channel. We were so excited to be able to do that, and we did that because it was a product that we really enjoyed buying. And then this year they offered to send us a 5-pound bag to talk about their product, and also gave us a promotional code just for our subscribers to get 10% off your Grub Terra order by using the promo code Bourne. I will have all this information also in the description and a link put here for you to click to if you're interested. You get 10% off your order, and then we in turn also get a 10% commission. We would not promote a product on here if we ourselves didn't like it and use it and have purchased it ourselves in the past. In fact, I believe it was even in my subscribe and save at one point in my Amazon. And then over here, this is the pelleted feed. I just bought them another bag a couple days ago. I showed that recently in a shop with me video. We were giving them the organic crumbles, but they didn't have it in stock last month, and so I ended up getting them the pellets, and it turns out we like the pellets better. It's less dusty. The chickens like it better. We put diatomaceous earth in there to act as a dewormer for our chickens, and it's just easier to mix it up, and it's far less dusty. It looks like they need more, so we'll be refilling that also. And then we're gonna refill their food container. So we're gonna have to mix some more of that. So now we're gonna get the eggs. Steve's gonna go get the bag of chicken feed and some diatomaceous earth, and I'll show you how I mix that up. So some days we get 6 eggs, some days like today we get 3. As you can see, the chicken coop is in desperate need of being cleaned, so we will be doing that very soon. I'm also gonna place an order on Amazon for new nesting box liners, and once I get those, then we'll clean out the coop and we'll show you how we do that. These dividers come out. We have laminated floor in there. You just easily sweep out everything and clean it all up really nice for them.
There's a broken one.
I didn't even notice that. We have a soft shelled egg there, and then somebody laid an egg while sleeping on the the roosting bar last night. This is a good example of why we need to make sure that our chickens are getting properly fed all the nutrients that they need. We feed our chickens the Do More Organic pelleted feed, and it's 16% protein. We were feeding them the crumbles, but they didn't have them one day, and we ended up buying this, and we like it better. And this is the DE we'll use. It's food grade. DE is diatomaceous earth. We use this in the garden as well as a dewormer for our chickens. So it has on here for the animal dosage not to exceed 2% of the feed. So we don't do much at all. It's just a light coating of it on the feed. On there to act as a dewormer. You're not trying to change the flavor of the food. We're not trying to make it look like a powdered donut. We're just covering just enough to act as a dewormer for them. And that's how it looks now. Just a little tiny bit on there. It really doesn't change much. So that's what we feed our chickens. For now, this is our setup. And if you're interested in trying out GrubTerra, please check out the description of this video for more information about it. But for now, that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye!